Good afternoon, Broadoakers. I cannot believe it is the last day of May. It seems incredible. It's been coming up to 3 months since we've all been at Broad Oak together. Just wanted to give a little message before we head into term 6 to set out the direction of travel before the beginning of June and before things begin to change on the educational landscape. So tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, see 2 days planning and preparation for the staff team at Broad Oak. So there will not be virtual distance learning set for Monday and Tuesday. The online distance learning provision will begin again on Wednesday. And so that those 2 days are giving us time to prepare for the plans for Year 10, after June the 15th, and for enhancing our online provision to include live learning and face-to-face elements. As you already know, we are open tomorrow for the children of our critical workers. We have always been able to provide them a space, and we continue to be delighted to do so. And I want to assure those parents that we fully understand that the media is full of all sorts of information about what's happening with schools nationally, regionally, locally, particularly in Western. And just to say to you that we're very conscious of all of that, and we're really on top of all of that. But for the children of our critical workers, there is a space available at Broad Oak Academy tomorrow for those who have booked it. If you are a critical worker and you haven't booked your child into a space and you're thinking that your situation might have changed, please get in touch with us so that we can talk to you about what your needs might be and then look at our staffing in relation to that. But we will always be providing those spaces for the children of critical workers. And I just want to assure you as well that safety has been our absolute priority in designing what Broad Oak Academy looks like for our young people. So they will be welcomed in to a school in which we've set it up as bubbles, and we've got very strong hygiene and infection controls, but surrounding them will be a hugely warm welcome and lots of hope and joy and things that will make them feel excited to be there and welcome back into the school community. For Year 10s, as you know, we will not have any Year 10s, additional Year 10s on site until June the 15th at the earliest. However, as promised before half term, you will be getting details in the coming few days of the upgrade to our online learning to include some live learning experiences, some academic mentoring and some subject specific information. That won't start proper really until next week, but towards the end of this week we're going to be trialling a few things and asking you and getting in touch with you and asking you to check that you've got sufficient the technologies at home and so on and so forth, and working through any problems that might arise from that. But we're excited about that and we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to seeing the children. It will be really, really exciting, a really good thing. I think as well, the news is obviously full of the changes happening nationally, and it's full of dramatic stories where perhaps people have rushed to get together in parties at beaches and so on and so forth. Our view remains steadfastly that we would like all of our young people to follow social distancing and to follow hygiene measures to protect them and to protect others, because we've always said we're a community and we look after each other, and one of the ways that we will look after each other is being really sensible around how we as a community come out of lockdown, and that we make sure we're doing our very best to keep each other safe as well as ourselves. Some of the other things coming up in the next few weeks, we'll be working through with each year group what the next few weeks and months will look like and supporting them to step up into their next year. So Year 10s can look forward to that whole new exciting live learning experience, but also setting their eyes to the horizon and Year 11. Our Year 9s can look forward to information around options and information around starting GCSEs. So that's a really exciting thing coming down the line. And our 8s can look forward to stepping up into 9, our 7s into 8s, and we'll obviously be working with our new Year 6s as they step forward to head towards secondary school. So lots of transition work in all senses of the word. But underpinning it all, a couple of things that we're really keen to make sure we get included and as a foundational plank is the young people's voices. We've heard lots of adult voices and expert voices, quite rightly, throughout the whole of the school closure, guiding us and setting strategies and priorities, which is absolutely right and correct. What I want to do now with the team here at Broad Oak is start to hear the voices of our young people to help them give voice really to the experiences that they've had in closure, find out what their priorities are over the coming weeks and months, and what their fears are, and what their hopes are, and what their triumphs are. We've seen amazing things during the lockdown period of the resilience, capability and genius of young people. We don't want to lose that. I suppose I want to also say that some key things coming out is not just the discussion around COVID-19, but we'll also have several discussions that we will be taking through with our school leadership team, with the children who are the school leaders, and that will be looking at the Black Lives Matters agenda and looking at the environmental agenda. And our young people who have been very interested in that to date, we will be getting together and talking about how we as a community respond to some of those items over the next few weeks. I just want to finish with a couple of things. I hope that you are all faring well. I hope that you're all doing well. We've continually held you in mind, and we thank you so much for your support. You probably will never understand how important the support has been to all of our team. And I just want to take this opportunity to say an absolutely huge thank you and massive praise to all of my colleagues at Broadoak Academy, across the Cabot Learning Federation, indeed all across the schools in Weston-super-Mare. We may have been physically closed, but the schools have never been closed. And all of my colleagues have worked continuously, unstintingly, and with such dedication to your children. It takes my breath away sometimes. And it's been about education, it's been about safeguarding, it's been about food, it's been about concerns about young people in the round and securing their future. And I just think it's really important that they have a little bit of a shout out of their own. I normally shout out the children, but today I'm going to shout out the team at Broadoak. To finish off then, we are really looking forward to seeing the children and reconnecting and moving forward. And if we can help you in any way at all, you've got our email address, the BA Parents, you've got our phone number, get in touch with us. And as we've always said, we are a community, we look after each other, and I'm looking forward to a very interesting, exciting and hope-filled and optimistic Term 6. Take care.